Let's take a look at chips are glued. They are flash IC, backlight IC, USB control IC. Some black and white touch IC, also big audio IC. See in details of disassembly glued IC. Let's look at the flash IC. It's right next to CPU, so we not heating the CPU up. Alright, let's find out where to start. The pry point must be on the board, no components, mind the angle of heat gun. Use a direct heat gun 500 degrees 40 wind speed. Blow aviate the CPU. After prying it off at this point, watch carefully. The solder joint is not completely melted. It has a cross section. The CPU is not going to get heated up. Clean the board, soldering gently. The flashing IC has a none using spot on it. After we clean the board, glue left between the small components and CPU. We have to clean it up. Be careful not to keep heat up one point. After clean up the board, still bit left that we have to clean it. This is the none using point. Put a little bit of rosin on it with a soldering iron. Take the chip with tweezer. Put back in right position, use tweezers to hold it. Watch carefully for the slightly movements. That's it. Pay attention to a few details. Flashing IC is close to the CPU. To avoid damaged CPU, heat gun angle is important. We are heating it up opposite of the CPU. Not mean lie the heat gun down, just pitch down a bit. When we pry the chip up, hold on the board, flip up the chip. The fulcrum must be on the motherboard. If the fulcrum not on motherboard, Motherboard could be bent slightly. Bend the board will cause the CPU losing form board. Motherboard internal damage. The third point is cleaning glue. Make sure clean glue at the edge. If not, the chip will not sit in right place. Pay attention to the angle of tweezers. Don't pitch it too up, or we could damage board. So we should control the angle and strength well. The fourth one. When we're using heat gun, the chip just blows away, so we use rosin. When we're soldering, we use tweezers lock it. Then heat it up. Keep your eye on chip to see if it moving slightly. Remove heat gun once seeing the move.